Hey folks, today is Friday, September 27th, 2024. That was a very hard date to say, but as usual, my name is Jake Baldino, here to talk about all the gaming news that has been going on this week. Let's just jump in with the first story. It's about Ubisoft and a lot of changes going down and then potentially being in hot water. The first and biggest part of this whole thing is Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed. As you probably remember, Assassin's Creed Shadows was slated to release November of this year. We were looking at it as like one of our big reviews of the year, but now it has been pushed to February 14th of 2025. Yeah, Valentine's Day. That's one thing. I think it's a crowded release schedule anyway, but also I've seen the game behind the scenes and like at previews and stuff at Summer Game Fest, and I thought it could use a little more polish. It definitely seems rough. I just have been pretty harsh on the game in general. But the developers did say they're going to work on additional polish and stuff, but also there's just some changes going down. The game is now also going to be available on Steam, a positive move in my mind, as well as them changing up the season pass type of stuff. They're actually going to, which is pretty crazy, refund everybody's pre-orders and then allow them to repurchase the game and get some of that additional content for free. So it seems like they're trying to put a lot more weight behind this one. Ubisoft did also announce that Star Wars Outlaws has performed below their expectations. So I see this delay as, yeah, polishing, but also them kind of refining and honing in their marketing and release strategy and stuff like that. Is it going to change everything going on with this game? I don't know for sure, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Along with that, Ubisoft has announced, like through all their board stuff, that they have updated and changed their financial targets for fiscal year 2024-2025. That target is now lowered because of some of the stuff we discussed before, but along with that, it seems like Ubisoft shareholders are also concerned. From an announcement, Ubisoft's executive committee and board of directors are launching a sort of like internal review and investigation of the company's processes and really get to the bottom of what's going on. Some of their bigger AAA titles haven't hit as hard as they probably expected. These companies have massive expectations for all of these things, but they're also one of the many companies that, like around the pandemic, saw money coming in, so they staffed up massively, and now maybe they have too much, leading to a lot of speculation out there that more layoffs may be coming, but as of right now, that's what we know. I'm curious to see if Ubisoft does do a massive like reorientation to get things back on board, like they bring back Ezio or something, like they do something crazy like that. You never know, but when companies need to play it safe and they need a guaranteed win, they will bring back stuff like that. So I'm just like spitballing, but I don't know, I could see it. Anyway, in crazier news, The Day Before is back. You remember The Day Before? I almost completely forgot about it. And now, unfortunately, I have to think about it again. Thanks to the developers. Fantastic is how they say it. So they put out a statement and like this whole rebranding thing. They want to essentially have a second chance. They've launched a website, merch, all this initiative, all this communication, as well as a Kickstarter and a new game, like a smaller game, to essentially come back. I am all for second chances. I think rehabilitation is an important thing. But the way they handled themselves during The Day Before, that's going to lead to some people being very hesitant of this. And also, I think a new project should still be met with some skepticism. I still don't know if this is real or if this is like a bit or a prank. It doesn't seem like it is, but maybe there's some sort of like viral mystery or gag going on behind the scenes that hasn't been revealed yet. I don't know. Like I said, they do have a game in progress. It seems it's listed on Steam. I don't know. I don't think we need to give this one too much attention yet. I think actions speak louder than words. So if they do come back and they do everything right and they put out a decent game, good for them. Can only wish them the best. But after the whole Day Before thing, I don't know, man. Definitely want to know what you guys think. I did not expect this to be a thing this week at all. In other news, there's a rumor floating around about ROCKSTEADY going back to Batman. Yes, this comes from Xbox Era's Special Nick, who has leaked and scooped some things before, saying, and I quote, "Not sure which studio people's dream is, but I heard ROCKSTEADY are back making it. I also think Sony are trying to money hat it." That is a very just like one-off tweet thrown out there, but of course it has made a lot of headlines, a lot of speculation. We have no confirmation if ROCKSTEADY is going back to Batman, but I think it's a safe bet because Warner Brothers is probably looking for a win at this point after Suicide Squad. we're just gonna have to wait and see. There's really not too much news about this one. I did kind of go a little bit deeper on what I would actually want to see from a new Batman game in a video I'm putting up on my other channel next week, youtube.com/Jake Baldino. If you want to check that out, that'll be out Monday. But yeah, really, whether we want this or like not, Rocksteady has changed, Warner Brothers has changed, the gaming landscape has changed. I'd love to see more Batman Arkham, but who knows? This is still a rumor. I would not count this as like a guarantee yet at all. Hey, now jumping over here real quick to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. Now, maybe you're like me, you're a little unorganized, you're a little messy, or maybe you have your act together. Either way, there's a good chance you subscribe to lots of stuff, you sign up for stuff, and then you lose track. Maybe it's a streaming service you stopped caring about, or maybe it's just $1 a month or something for some extra digital storage. Either way, sometimes you forget about this stuff until you're doing your budget and you look at your bank account and you go, man, what just hit my account this week? That's annoying, and thankfully, Rocket Money can help out with that. It's an all-in-one finance platform designed to help you save more and spend less. I've been using Rocket Money personally for years now, and one of their biggest features, of course, is the subscription stuff. So not only can you get all your subscriptions viewable at a glance through their great interface, but they can also cancel some of those subscriptions for you. Yes, you don't have to call someone on the phone or go through a bunch of chats or emails or anything like that. Nope, you identify it, you hit a button, and you're good to go. But Rocket Money has a bunch of features. Like I said, all-in-one finance platform. You can monitor your credit. There's also some great budgeting tools. You can set your own custom budget with notifications to make sure you don't spend over your limit. It's really good stuff. It's just a good way to fine-tune your financial life. I have it on my phone. I check it all the time, and believe it or not, Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features. So to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Just go to rocketmoney.com/GameRanks or click the link in the description down below to get started for free or access even more features with premium. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/GameRanks to get started for free. And big thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Also this week, it was earlier in the week, so we did cover it in separate videos, but Sony did have a State of Play. If you want to see all the announcements, we'll link that in the description below in a fun little video we did. But the main highlights were Alan Wake 2, an expansion DLC called The Lake House, as well as Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. This is releasing in December, and it's a port, kind of like, you know, cleaning up of the original first 2 games. I'm very, very excited about that. Anything Soul Reaver is a win, even if it's just a little remaster, re-release. I'll take what I can get with this franchise. Also, the rumors were true. Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a remaster. That's out pretty soon. That's out in October, if you're interested in that. But the biggest announcement was Sucker Punch's new game. Yes, they are making another Ghost of Tsushima, but it's 300 years in the future, different period, completely in Japan, different location in Japan, new protagonist, and it's called Ghosts of Yotei. The idea here is that like they're continuing the Ghost legend, but it's like a new character, new technology, there's guns, so that's interesting. This was very much just like a setup trailer, like a tease. There's not too much to go on yet, but I think it could potentially be exciting because I really like Ghosts of Tsushima, so I'm down for more of that stuff. I really will miss Jin, but I'm curious to see how they push it forward. Next up, Tokyo Game Show is going down, and we do have some announcements from that worth pointing out. Dynasty Warriors Origins, if you're looking for gameplay, we got like 20 minutes of it or so I will link all this stuff in the description down below if you do want to check that out. Also, don't miss, we got a new trailer for Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, the remake type thing, with a look at Ocelot, 4K Ocelot, but also 4K EVA. This is a good trailer. As a diehard Metal Gear weirdo that's been very annoying about all this stuff, this trailer's good, and you know what? It seems like, it's from the outside looking in, it seems like they're doing a decent job with it, so I am looking forward to checking it out. That's not like a seal of approval endorsement yet, but I'm lightening up a little bit. Also, check this out, new game reveal, Threads of Time. This is like an HD, like 2D, 3D type thing. It does look very creative. Also, in case you missed, there is a Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster coming, and we got a pretty interesting deep dive if you want to check that out, like new graphics versus old graphics, details like that. Next up, what is releasing this week? What can you be playing? Well, right now, there is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. We will have a before you buy on that. I didn't do that. Falcon and Eric are working on that behind the scenes, but that will be linked in the description down below. Also, Epic Mickey, that re-release, that new version of Epic Mickey is out. Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I want to check this out because I never checked out the original one, and there's a lot of interesting gaming history behind it, like who worked on it and stuff, so yeah. Also, Greedfall 2 dropped, at least in early access. This kind of quietly dropped. As of right now on Steam, it's a little mixed. I'm glad it's releasing in early access so they can get some things right, but yeah, that's a thing. Also, if you like sports, EA FC 2025 is a thing, as well as Balatro. Balatro is now on phones. I talked about this announcement a couple weeks back, but now it's officially out, so you can check it out and see what all the hype is about. Like I said, it's over for some of you degenerates that get hooked on these things, but it is a solid game. People loved it on PC, loved it on Switch, all the platforms, so phone, mobile really makes sense.
It's a good port.
Good port? Yeah. You approve as the resident card gambling addict?
Whoa. Okay. What? Play Balatro.
Two other things I did want to share. Shigeru Miyamoto himself did an interview with Famitsu. It has been translated, and there's some interesting quotes in there where Miyamoto kind of acknowledges the console wars and says that he wants to be left out of it. Nintendo wants to be left out of it. These comments aren't surprising, but he essentially focused on it's not always just about pushing graphics and hardware to the limit and price and stuff like that. It's about making games and innovation, and yeah, sounds about right. But I like that he actually acknowledged the console wars. He called them, it's like such a dad moment. He called them the game wars. He said, and I quote, "Nintendo will continue to make products that are uniquely Nintendo using various technologies available in the world today." So he's not hyping up that the Switch 2 is going to have like, an NVIDIA RTX 4090 or anything crazy like that. Nintendo's always going to do their own thing. They haven't been on the cutting edge of graphics for quite some time, and they're doing just fine. Although I have seen Echoes of Wisdom's frame rate, so yeah. Also, something cool, possibly sexy, possibly never going to even be a thing. According to Jason Schreier, the reporter, scooper from Bloomberg, who often gets a lot of Activision Blizzard stuff, he's got a book coming out all about Blizzard. But according to him in an interview, Blizzard is working on a StarCraft shooter. Yes, again. There have been two other projects where this was a thing, never got off the ground. Blizzard is notorious for working on a lot of projects and then canceling them because they don't quite work out. But as of right now, there's a possibility. So I'll take it, man. I mean, StarCraft, I still feel is a universe like ripe for cool stuff, cool expansions. I say that as somebody who was actually looking forward to StarCraft Ghost back in the day. So we'll see where that actually goes. But if you want to read about that, I'll link that in the description down below. But for now, that is everything going on in the world of gaming news. Like, we had a lot we had to cram in a very short period of time. So thanks for bearing with me. I got to get back to checking out some games. So let me know what you think about Ubisoft making some potential changes, the Assassin's Creed Shadows delay, also the developers of the day before making a comeback. Is it just them asking for a second chance? Is there something nefarious behind it? Is there something viral marketing behind it? What do you think? And also, of course, what the hell are you playing right now? What are you playing this weekend? A new game, an older game? Let us know in the pinned comment underneath this video. Drop your feedback there for what game you're playing, because it helps us. It lets us know what to talk about in videos. So thank you. But I'm here every week to get you caught up on the news. Every Friday, never skip. So clicking the like button helps if you appreciate that. Either way, I'm Jake Baldino. All I ask of you is to have a great weekend. Be safe. Pizza's on me.